there. Welcome to May and to my May video. What do you think about my new sunglasses? I haven't done a video in about 2 months, so what I wanted to do today, it was kind of a bit of a mishmash, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I went down east for 2 weeks, and so I want to show you a little bit about what I got up to. I want to talk about what I've been wearing. I tried to do a what I wore in a week type of montage, so I filmed little clips for a whole week of what I was wearing each day. Let's see how that works out. It's the first time I've done that. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Rule of 5 and how I've been doing and where I'm going with that. So, as I said, I spent 2 weeks down east in April. I had a really good time. I spent time with my sister. We drove down to visit my other sister. I spent time with my friend Debbie. We shopped, we ate out. Yeah, I just overall had a really great time. So I'll show you a little bit about that trip. This is neat. The way the road just seemed to go off. I'd say, Julie, give them a hug.
Yeah, Lloyd, he gave the best hug. He picked it right up off the ground.
I mean, this is seriously old building, isn't it? Look at this skirt, Deb. I could see Ellen in that. This is Debbie.
That's what she said.
And look, it's me and Debbie. I was in downtown Fredericton on a Friday night. Streets are jumping. As I mentioned in my intro, I tried to do a what I wore in a week thing for this video. So I filmed a little bit about each outfit. I didn't go into detail, just a little bit of footage of each outfit I wore for a week. So I'll let you have a look at that. It's Monday and we're going mattress shopping. This is what I'm wearing. Good morning. It's Tuesday and this is what I'm wearing. A little bit dressier than usual. Okay, it's still Tuesday, but I changed my mind. I thought, instead of that white jacket, which was my number 2 purchase last year, how about this really old safari jacket? Because, you know, it kind of looks like a cropped trench without having to buy a cropped trench. I like this better. What do you think? It's Wednesday and I'm going shopping, vintage shopping, and here's what I'm wearing. I'm kind of in love with my new sunglasses. Super cool. It's me. It's Thursday. I don't know if you can see the rain. It started to rain. It's windy. It's cool. This is what I'm wearing. Sweatpants. Hiking boots. May end up being a coffee morning instead of a walking morning. That's okay. Friday. I'm off for breakfast with a bunch of girls. This is what I'm wearing. Gotta go. When it comes to Rule of 5 this year, I've been pretty good, better than last year. I bought a black, it's a cropped jacket. It's like what they call technical wear almost. It's almost like a windbreaker, but it's kind of poofy. I bought that from Uniqlo, and I ordered a white, I thought it was white, it's more of a cream, short-sleeved cashmere t-shirt slash sweater. It's baby cashmere. It's really, really soft. I got that from Lily Silk. I think you saw it in one of the outfits I had in what I wore in a week. And that's it for new things. So when my friend Debbie and I go to Toronto, I still have 3 things on my list of 5. And I do have some things that I'm specifically looking for, namely possibly a light summer dress, and kind of whatever else I see that strikes my fancy. I haven't been shopping for new very much at all, so I'm kind of excited to let loose and buy a couple of things. I have been vintage shopping. I went vintage shopping in Fredericton. Ironically, the name of the store in Fredericton, which is the favorite store of my friend Debbie's niece, it's called Bellwether, and the vintage store that I really love here in Ottawa is called Bellwether's, so I thought that was really interesting. So I shopped at Bellwether in Fredericton. I shopped at Bellwether's here in Ottawa, I think it was a week or so ago. And what I ended up buying was something I had been looking for, which were neckerchiefs. I have some smaller scarves, but they don't give me the look that I was really looking for. Anyway, I found 2, a lilac one that I had on in one of the outfits, and a bright green. I'm really excited to wear the bright green one. So that's it. I've been not really tempted for new. I mean, I've been tempted, but I've managed to resist. Since I've started the Rule of 5 challenge, I have found that my attitude to fashion, to clothes, to shopping, and to my wardrobe has been changing. And a couple weeks ago, I wrote a blog post about the evolution of my relationship with fashion. Don't get me wrong, I still love clothes. I still love fashion. I still obsess about my wardrobe. But especially in the last year and a half since I've been doing Rule of 5, I have found a marked shift in the way I look at getting dressed. My desire to buy new has declined. I seem to be more comfortable, more content with clothes I already have, and more convinced, I guess, that new stuff is not necessarily going to make me happier with how I look. I think I said way back when I was, maybe it was last year when I was starting Rule of 5, I find it like quitting smoking. The longer you go without shopping, the easier it is to go without shopping. That's how I found. And I like numbers. When I quit smoking, I counted the days, then I counted the weeks, then I counted the months. So to have an actual number that I'm trying to achieve works with me because I'm a numbers person. I'm not only finding it easier to not shop new, I'm finding I'm more and more content with what's in my closet. For many years, I've always edited my closet, looked at what's in there, and then done a wish list for what I need for the season to update my wardrobe. I really haven't been doing that the last couple of years. I don't need anything. So instead of looking for a niche to buy something new, I have been shopping secondhand and vintage to find just a little thing that might help update my wardrobe, like the the two neckerchiefs that I bought at the vintage clothing store a couple of weeks ago. But I also find I'm more and more content with what I have, what I currently have. And I'm less worried about, and this is kind of a goal of mine, less worried about looking trendy, less worried about having the latest thing. I've never followed trends slavishly. Well, maybe a bit. But I'm finding that is fading away. And I mean, it's about time. I'm going to be 69 later in the month. It's about time I stopped worrying about trends. But nevertheless, I still love keeping up to date on fashion. I still like knowing what's new, but I find I get way more satisfaction with finding something similar that I already have in my closet. And I'm thinking particularly of that safari jacket that I had on in one of the outfits that you just saw. I bought it maybe 20 years ago. I still love it. It's got very interesting pockets. It has silk insets in it. It's a little snug, but yeah, I really liked it with that outfit. And it gives the vibe of a crop trench, which, I mean, we've all heard about all the discussion about the crop trench being so trendy, being the newest thing that everybody has to have. And if a safari jacket has the characteristics of a crop trench, then why not wear the safari jacket that's already in your closet and feel great satisfaction by doing that? One of the challenges of trying to shop less, of making yourself more and more aware of the perils of fast fashion, of what's happening to the environment based on our huge overconsumption, is that sometimes you feel like, why am I doing this? I'm just one person. Am I making a difference? Is this worthwhile? And I find that reading about people who are doing the same thing, watching videos where people are saying how they're trying to thrift and be better consumers and by consuming less and how they're doing it, I find that really helps me stay motivated. So yeah, if you're trying to do the same thing as I am, maybe we could be kindred spirits. I've mentioned on my blog numerous times about reading Tiffany Dark, who is an advocate for the Rule of Five. I read her Substack newsletter, and recently I found another person, and I'm just going to be looking at my notes here, my notebook. Her name is Claire Press, and she has a site on Substack called Wardrobe Crisis. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about her because I think her message is really helpful to anybody who's trying to cut back on their consumption, who's trying to thrift and stay motivated. Claire Press's site is described as writings, bright ideas, and philosophical conversations about sustainable fashion. And frankly, that's what I need to help me remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. Not just to stop spending money that I don't need to spend, because it's never been really about the money for me. It's kind of been about outsmarting the fashion industry and doing something good as well. She says about her site, resist consumerism, but still love clothes. Get your head around the future of fashion and your place within it. And that's exactly the evolution that I've been going through. I have changed the way I look at things, and I want to figure out, or get my head around, as she says, my place within the fashion industry as a consumer. So I highly, highly recommend her site, and I'll put the details and the links in the description box. Okay, my friends, that's all I have for you today. Please like and subscribe. It does help. And I did want to tell you that if you're follow my YouTube channel only, making videos is not the main thing that I do. I mean, no kidding. I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Mostly I work on my blog. I publish every week. I publish on Saturday, and if you subscribe via email, you'll get a new blog post in your inbox every Sunday. So I hope you enjoy the rest of May. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next month, hopefully after I get back from Toronto. Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't been shopping in a big city, well, since 2022. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using up the last 3 items in my rule of 5. Stay tuned.